folder? Ah, that's the fix folder. Good old level 12. Second highest level character I've gotten in a game. Online.
Okay, we're live. So, who wants to catch us? Well, actually, he was in a coma. Alright. So, who wants the good news and who wants the bad news?
I guess.
The good news is you get someone running over from the church saying Zarfix is waking up.
I want to say the bad news is that we're now horribly in debt to the church. But Echo will thank them. I don't want to know what the bad news is. Echo will thank them and start heading to the church. See Zarfix.
Zarfix, you're very slowly waking up. You can feel your joints creaking as you're moving them for the first time in a while. After about a minute, you're fully awake as you see Echo walk in.
What up?
Echo goes to Zarfix. Well, from what I hear, as soon as we got out of that place, we were found passed out. Teleport circle. The town
I'm going to guess you naturally woke up first, considering that you're a robot.
Yeah, I woke up about 9 weeks ago. Apparently I was...
What?
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to move my arms.
You're able to move them as if you could before, but when you're moving, you hear popping and crackling sounds.
This is a lot longer than I expected to be able to stay alive.
Apparently I was unconscious for a few weeks before that.
It appears your muscles have not atrophied. You can see basically a small collection of stones next to you.
Right.
Those stones helped. That did something
Give
about...
me an update on what's gone on since I've been passed out.
Pretty much nothing. I figured if we were going to have any chance against that thing, going to need a radiant spell, so I trained till I could get one. I gave some experience to Pro Hoofs, then he could train a bit more, get a bit stronger as well. The alchemist offered a job to us about going to that mountain that you know a lot about getting eggs from like halfway up.
Did he say what type of eggs?
No. I said if she's going...
Actually, she said that they were big lizard eggs. At least that's what she told us.
Oh, yeah. Big lizard eggs.
Well, the only thing that I know that's up that mountain, that is a quote-unquote big lizard. A dragon.
Yeah, and she said that no dragons come out of them. Either way, I said if she wants something done about that mountain, or if she wants information about that mountain, she can talk to you.
Right, so undoubtedly she's either going to expect me to walk up to her to talk about this, or not.
No, she ended up muttering something about... She was saying something about having to send mortals up there if we didn't take the job.
She is aware what I am, right? She would still be sending a mortal up there.
Yeah, but she approached us. Yeah, I think it was more because it was us, like 2 Celestials in your group. Suppose, fodder.
I wouldn't call you
Death fodder.
auto-hoof cannon fodder. I would,
Yeah.
however, go as far to say that Hades is looking quite cannon foddery lately. He's more just been standing there, sitting there, not doing much. He's just been around.
Yeah, probably going to need to get some actual food for him. I think he's been subsisting off of rations.
Right.
Meta,
Yeah.
we need to get him the Meow Mix Deluxe.
Yeah, I've been in a little debate with myself pretty much since I woke up about whether I should go to that place and maybe see what's going on or try and deal with whatever it is.
We did say we were going to go check out that Shadow Dude's place again, right?
We did.
And my current...
Oh, also the card Echo hands the card back is pointing for exactly 4 years away from now.
Right. I really hope that doesn't mean that that item is going to be 4 years away. I'm getting a little antsy about that group.
Yeah.
Something tells me they're not exactly too thrilled on having to wait.
No. My next
They're
worry is
they're going to see if there is a way to get out of this contract.
maybe. My next worry is how much we might be in debt for what the church did for us.
I look around. Is there anyone near who is a follower of Nathan?
Yeah, there's someone walking around in the church. They're just moving stuff from one room to the other.
Pardon me, but do you know how much this will cost?
Oh, you're awake.
Oh, I'm finally awake. Caught me crossing the border.
You might need to give me a minute. I need to go get the higher up.
Right.
They walk off.
Oh, we wait for that. I think the first plan.
Meta, I'd just like to mention how it's nice that Sarthex's little area is built on the map, even though I don't think construction has even started yet.
Construction
It
has
has.
started.
The two buildings are completely finished. The school and the largest other building.
And the outside for
Someone-
most of the buildings are complete as well. It's just that the insides are basically hollow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just infrastructure needs to be done now. That's
I
what
want
needs
to
to
say
happen.
Who probably would have been helping to build all that stuff.
Would have needed help build.
Well, no, he'd basically be helping, like, repair the town or build up the town, and that would technically count, helping build up that little area.
Yes, apart from those few things, nothing has happened with us. Again, Rahoof suggested we take a look at the community board, but it didn't amount to anything because I was really indecisive.
Are you still rearing from the problems that happened? Now would be a few months ago. When this town almost got smashed. Because if you are, you're going to have to realize that we don't know how old you're going to get, Echo.
Honestly, that has exited my mind. I was more thinking about the other thing.
What other thing?
The thing that we had to run from.
You're still on that as well.
Well, if we ever want to use that place again, we are going to have to deal with it.
That is indeed something that needs to happen at some point.
Hopefully it doesn't figure out a way to bring any more. Or figure out a way to get out.
That would be a troubling thought, but I'm going to trust that it is going to stay there and stew for a bit.
It's had about 11 or so weeks to do that.
Anyway,
Maybe longer.
here's the plan. We're going to go back to the mountain, get into that fortress area again,
See if there's
and see
anything
if
left.
there's anything left. Any
All right.
statues. If there are statues, we're going to have to find a way to get them down without destroying them. Secondly, if there is any gold, we will be able to have a surplus of items.
Mm,
Meta sucks. Half the gold was put into a bag of holding, which was immediately destroyed.
Yeah? And?
I'm just saying, it really
It's quite-
sucks.
Meta-wise, like there's a good chance there might not be anything left, but we don't know, so we need to check. Or we want to check.
So, where are you heading to?
The dude said he was going to go get a higher up.
Yeah, we're just waiting
So
for
you're just
that.
waiting for him?
Yep.
After a little while, you see a cleric in what looks to be metal armor.
Yeah.
Some sort of steel, maybe white iron. They come up to you. Oh, you're finally awake.
Indeed.
So, are you looking to repay this?
I'm trying to find out how much it will be.
Very well, give me a moment. He walks over to the books. He comes back over with a book. 116,000 gold.
Meta? That's not as much as I thought it was going to be.
What do you mean, 116,000?
Yeah.
What do you mean that's not as much?
I mean, I was thinking it was going to be like half a mil.
The
or something.
resurrection scroll is 50k. You could have killed me and brought me back. Sorry, not 50k, it's 5k. You could have killed me and brought me back for a price that was even a fraction. Unless, of course, James has also made spells somehow inflate in price.
Oh, which group
Which
was
I-
it who... There was a group who recently looked into getting a resurrection scroll. Can't remember their name.
What do I have left? Already have that silver there to make sure that it's gold. Contract. And then there's-
Otherwise, we do have the 65,000 gold pieces that's meant to go to Justice, but given that Justice probably isn't a thing anymore.
After I heard it got attacked, yeah.
Wait a minute. Would we actually know about that, or would either of you know about that?
Yes, I would, because I got told by a drow. I talked to the House of Black. And the House of Black told me that another house attacked.
Well, look, I'm sorry, okay? I don't know all the shenanigans you've been up to.
What do you mean shenanigans? I've been shaking hands and making friends.
You hear
Apostle.
Frankenstein music.
I've been shaking hands and making friends. What Right. I can cover half of that now, but I'm not sure if I can cover the other half in the same amount of time or in a future time. So, do you do contracts?
We can take you at your word.
Let me just quickly put down in Zarfix's character. So 115. Am I correct about that? Okay. 115,000.
It was 116,000.
116,000. I can pay about 5,500 platinum. What would that be?
5,500. That would be
That'd be
55,000.
Which would leave me 66 left.
The remaining of Echo's gold equals to about, including like 3 gems worth 1,000 gold each, is about 7,700.
Prohoof isn't there mainly because the church doesn't want him there.
Why do they not want you there?
Well, he's assuming they don't want him there, and that's because he's a Celestial. He hasn't done anything wrong, they just don't want him there because he's a Celestial. Basically racism.
It's going to be a mad shock for them.
You honestly bring this up every session.
Yeah,
Most of them don't know
shock
that
for them.
Nathan is a Celestial, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Oh,
I
what
wonder
happens when Nathan does
found them.
arrive, and they're just like, he's just like, hey everyone, it's good to see you. She's like, who the hell are you? I'm Nathan. You're a Celestial? What? Yeah, I'm a fucking good Celestial.
They'd probably assume he's lying until he demonstrated.
Until he demonstrated what?
Divine intervention. That'd probably be the simplest
Divine
way.
intervention knocks them all out.
Okay.
By the way, I do have about 2,885 of Echo's gold, which gave to Perhoof, I think, to help pay for the shield. But that
was a while ago, wasn't it?
Perhoof never actually gave it over. He just gave over like the 100,000 gold that we got.
I could also throw in another 20k. Because I'm looking at what's in the cart, unless anyone pulled out from the cart funds.
No, not really.
So just to make sure, does anyone know the cart funds right now? Because I've got cart funds here.
Send it to me because I might be able to figure out the math.
I'm gonna send it in group 1.
Thank you. I swear to God, I might have actually DM'd or had it in our DMs at one point, but I don't know where it is.
Probably. But you're such a demanding player. You keep sending so many DMs to me.
That's probably that is. I'm actually fairly certain that's right.
We also need to start making a group fund again because we're severely lacking in that.
I swear, I thought we had more than one.
Oh, yeah. No. See, what's in my bag of holding is this.
Yeah, see, I've got a bunch of stuff in my bag of holding. I've got, like, this list of money that was gotten from, like, the,
And that 67... That 67,000 is...
Here's the thing. I remember. How much did all the diamonds that we were selling cost in total? Like, how much did we need to?
That's why the 67.
It was 65,000.
Yeah, that's why the 67,000. The 67. Yeah, the 67 so 6,700 platinum pieces is there, and then there's my personal amount of platinum that I've been using to go towards the fund, which is the
Oh, so
First,
okay, so the extra goods, those are basically the leftover money that we made.
Yeah, and this is personal funds that I've been using to upgrade my little digs and whatnot. I've got that left. Now that I've thrown a little bit over, I want to keep a little bit of platinum. So what I'm thinking of is taking about 20k out of the cart,
Just real
which
quick.
will bring me down to 46k.
I'm almost certain none of us have used the money that Echo stuffed into the hat from the Shadow guy, or the money that came that was
Really?
in the hat.
I mean,
sure.
I don't think Prohoof has had access to that hat at all.
Yeah, you've had the access to the hat the whole time.
Okay, then we should also have that, because I have done
Do you
nothing.
know
with
how
that
much
money.
that is? Let's quickly pool our money together so we can tell what we have. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I have all
quick,
graphics.
we're just doing our best, I believe.
You
Sorry about this,
has-
James and everyone else.
Do you want me to add in the 4 gems worth 1,000 gold into the amount of money, or
just go with just cold hard cash. Don't worry about liquidation.
Okay, so cold hard cash.
Have the part, which I'll just Control C, Control V.
So I have. Yeah, that's all my
Just
platinum.
realize that there is
So
gold pieces everywhere.
So
We pool all of this together and we realize we're a lot richer than we've previously thought would be my guess.
possibly.
It's a lot of silver.
yeah, well, actually, yeah, Prohoof's the poorest out of the party except for Hades.
Well, still want to get an audit done here, so we can see. Total.
I don't know if this is bad or I don't know if it's really that bad, but Prahoof is literally the richest character I've ever had.
But also the poorest.
Compared to you two, yes. That's all the Prohoof's money right there.
Right here. Just calculating the copper pieces right now.
You just give Prohoof 1 copper so he has all the different money types.
So,
Going to get rid of that stuff. So then I don't.
Prohoof, where did you actually pick up Electro?
It was some loot. I don't entirely remember, but I know I got
given He was given like Electrum from White Plume by Echo.
Yeah.
Alright, dungeon loot. Because there's only a few places that actually takes Electrum.
Oh, so is this pretty much worthless?
Not really, you can get it turned into gold and silver.
Might end up doing that, actually.
SP. SP, we'll start with the 63,000. Add 64,000. 384. Then add the 1,000. The 1,000 extra and the 1,351.
You know what? I just realized. I think I had one character that was a bit richer than Prohoof, but that was only for a short time because immediately spent all the money on gear that I needed.
5 plus this is 3 plus 1, 2. Adding that becomes a 7. Final numbers adding up. We're adding 5, 3, 2. That's 1, 3. So silver, we're up to 130,000 silver. Next is GP. Electrum will be last because screw Electrum. So
Okay, I
GP
need to add this as well because it is there.
500 plus 300 plus 350 plus 310 plus
Okay, this should
2.
be the money in Echo's bag.
Oh, hey James. How much XP a day do we just naturally accumulate? I remember
One.
that was a. Okay, so 9 weeks. That's 5 days.
I'm going to
so
delete
five
that other
times.
one so it doesn't get confusing.
I was already adding those ones. I have to start from the beginning now.
I am sorry.
Where?
I'm
What
sorry.
Oh,
I'm
also,
sorry, little one.
I never edited my XP. How much XP does it take to get to level 8 again?
I'm just checking that. 34,000.
Okay. I had a feeling.
GP, SP.
You said level 10. You said level 8, right?
Yes.
Alright, so start off with platinum pieces. We'll start with PP. So for PP, I'll delete this.
That was what it was.
So I'll fix those. So
You got that, and I remember you got that 34,000 because Echo put that into your band.
Yep.
what? 2, 6, 5. Oops. 0. Gold. Today, after hang on. So what is it? 3 sessions ago, I created a school system. 2 sessions ago, we created life. Last session, I was asleep. This session, we're learning about maths and economics.
This
Yes.
session, Group 1 decided to do their best.
I just love to imagine that you guys are just like still in the church doing math, and then you're like, "Yo, Prahoof, get over here!" And he's like, "What? Show us your money."
310 plus 2, no, 3 to 8. 5 plus 30. Jesus. Echo, what is with you and your money hoarding?
I don't do it on purpose.
That is
He just
so much
can't figure out what to
silver.
spend it on.
There's that, and I like. There's a reason I never took notes in school, because I would never be. I was never going to be able to like make sense of anything with notes. So of course, trying to take like some notes, being like money and stuff in his bag, has led to this.
D5. That. For the copper pieces. 1, 2, 2, 2, 5. Nine, 6, 8. Versus, he doesn't have any copper. 10k.
Literally the one currency I don't have.
74 plus 38 plus 39. I believe that should be all of them. Now we just do the maths. Quick maths.
I will say probably better to convert all of them to platinum.
Nah. Because certain things
Oh, no, wait, oh. Oh, I see what you're... Okay.
So, plus 6,000 plus 2625 plus 6 there equals 21,725 PP. Got quite a bit of PP there. Next is gold. 3500 plus 200 plus 8. 3, 1, 0.
I'll do the copper.
3, 2, 8, 5 plus 13. Nine, 5, 0. So, looks like the total of gold is 104, 3, 4, 5. Silver pieces 6, 4, 9, 8, 4 plus 1, 3, 5, 1 plus 1,000. That's probably the easiest number I've had to add. $65. How you going with that copper?
Well, I got one number, but it didn't look quite right, so I'm just going to quickly do it again.
74 plus 38 plus 39 151 EP. And now we wait for...
The copper should be 24,193.
24,193 EP. Alright, cool. So, all up, we have 21,725 platinum pieces, 104,345 gold pieces, 132,335 silver pieces, 24,193 copper pieces, and 105 electrum. This would be enough to fund any kingdom if it weren't for the fact this is the Celestial Empire. Or world, whatever it is.
If not due to inflation.
If not due to...
Well, I think before inflation it was still pretty expensive.
I mean...
So, about 50 years ago, that was about the GDP of 2 other nations.
Huh.
And now it's kind of just sitting in like a bunch of bags of holding.
You know, why do I get the feeling that the inflation is partly the Celestials' fault? You know, other than Alice, you know, breaking the world.
Right, so
other than that.
The way that I understand it is that it's because Celestials keep borrowing from each other so that they owe each other, but they never pay each other back, which causes inflation.
No, it's from all of the different dungeons that have been gone through and had everything harvested from. Most of the vast majority of gold used to be all underground, and since people have started digging it up, it's added more money to the actual economic line, which has been causing inflation.
Yeah, so
this place really needs an economist.
So if we were to say 20% of the gold we get, we turn into a group fund, would anyone be opposed to that?
You'll just have to remind me when we get gold.
Of course. So should it just be 20% of anything we get, or should it just be gold?
So how's about we say like if we get, I don't know, 2,000 platinum per se, we mentally turn that into the gold, then do the 20%, and however much platinum that is, we put into the party funds.
So platinum is just 10 times gold. Oh no.
Yep.
Yeah. So
basically,
if we got 2,000 platinum and we were putting a bit away, it would probably be 20 platinum all up, I think.
Probably, I want to say, because 2,000...
Or 200. It's one of the two.
Yep. Well, it'd be 2,000 gold worth, but it'd be 20 platinum.
So what percentage do you do?
Huh?
What percentage do you do?
We're looking at 20%, because that would be like all 4 of us, including Hades, getting paid, and a little bit left over that goes into a mutual group fund.
The problem with the Hades also getting paid is that we need to somehow convince people to, like, yes, you're going to also have to pay this cat.
He's with us. He's part of the group.
Is it doing anything? It would be their problem.
He's the cart man. He's the cart man at the moment. He sits on the cart and watches it.
I feel so bad for him.
I'd probably feel more bad for him if he was here.
He's like doing some major schoolwork, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's unfortunate he's doing that because we also can't find out what money he has in his bag.
I mean, I could probably DM him for later, but we probably aren't going to get it.
Yeah, we won't get like the information right
I should
now.
just be able to bring that up on his character sheet.
Oh, that's right. You have access to all that stuff.
Most of our stuff.
There's a
I'm
certain
still an
Zarthix who's archaic.
I mean, I don't write my money on Echo's character. Like apart from like a bit of spending cash he has on him that I don't always keep on there. Anyway, a lot of the money is in like the notes of my iPad. Like I might put over like a couple hundred gold on the odd occasion.
So as of the 31st of the 1st, 2022, that is group fund.
He has 8,500 platinum, 23,400 gold.
Could you actually just go ahead and send it in the group general?
The question is, like, do we actually go and get his bag and check this to add it to the tally?
I'd imagine he'd be fine with this if he was here because
it's all about us knowing how much money we have.
Yeah. Because right now we're sitting pretty on about around 300,000 gold so far, and the number that we might get with would bring us up to 400,000.
Oh yeah, it would bring us up to about 400,000.
Yeah, it's just because I haven't had really all that much to do with the guy. I don't know how he is with money.
He at least in games that I've played with him, he either will spend a lot of money or he'll just save up his money.
So that would bring it to...
Oh, that brings us like to 500,000, I believe.
39 is gold. Is 56. So the 6 would become that, and that becomes 6, so that'd be 60.
3, 2.
And then the silver pieces.
Silver pieces will be 133, 346.
3 or 133, 346. You said, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So we now have the group total. So if we were to take the silver pieces real quick, total gold. James's Monday nights must be so peaceful when I'm around. I actually just sit here doing almost nothing. James can just sit there.
Everyone
and
on
be
stream
like,
is just watching me design a map.
Yeah, I imagine that was kind of last week's stream as well.
Yeah, I've gotten into the habit of just dragging over whatever map I'm working on and just tossing it down for everyone to see.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's
I can tell you, if say like we were to turn all the platinum into gold, we'd easily have 500. Wait a minute, so 557,595 gold.
Give me a sec. 3, 9, 7, 2, 5, 0. Adding that other number.
This is all of my gold to spend, right?
I mean, you could if you want. You could if you want. No one's going to stop you. Just a lot of people are going to be angry after you spend this, you know?
I mean, you better be spending it on something good, man. I'll tell you what.
5, 5, 7, 5,
By
9,
by
5.
by Prohoost logic, Echo can no longer spend his money to upgrade his body.
No, that's worthwhile.
No, you said I better be spending it on something good. Echo isn't good. Have you checked his alignment lately? It's evil.
Okay. Okay. Fair. You know what? That's fair enough.
The P. So 1, 3, 3, 4. So 1, 3, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 3, 3, 3, 4. 1, 3, 3, 3, 4 plus 5, 5, 7, 5, 9, 5 equals. So we're up to 79, 9. And frankly, I'm not even going to give copper a chance because it's not going to give us much. But you know what, I'll still have to do it. 2, 4, 1, 9, 3 divided by 100 brings us to 9 silver, 3 copper. So 9 silver, which means I'll have 5 silver plus that 1, which brings it to 30. And then it's 3 copper. And only 241 extra gold, so 1, 7, 11. Okay, so this is our total gold. Can't get a 0.3 gold and can't get a 0.03 or a 0.5 gold, so they're sort of as they are.
So
571,171.
So we're only about 30,000 gold away from 600,000.
What's
not bad?
What's sad is that just due to how this world seems, I still don't feel like that's a lot of money.
Okay,
I mean,
it's a lot of money.
For adventurers, that's about middle class. For literally everyone else, that's upper class.
Yeah. For basic stuff, like if we wanted to retire, we could probably, well, not all of us, because we'd have to split it.
We don't know how old Echo will be, so if he retires, he might run out. But I mean, what's he need money for?
All Echo's gonna use, all Echo would use his money for would be to upgrade his body every now and again.
Right, so
Upgrades people upgrade.
I think I could actually pay off the other 66,000 gold.
I believe
from
we
what
could.
we have in the cart.
Yeah.
But that's up to you guys. What do you think?
I'd rather not be in debt.
Alright. So no debts.
And,
gotcha.
Well, this is also working off the fact that we're assuming that justice is no more.
I mean, it's a solid bet. It probably isn't. Because...
I mean, to be fair, we do have plenty of money to pay them if somehow.
I still have the 60. I'm still gonna have the.
Okay, you're still gonna have the money that we would need.
The 6,700.
All the extra money besides what we were saving up for them is extra that we can use for us.
This is only getting funnier for me for what's going to be happening next deck.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Next deck?
Next for Echo, I think you said.
I heard deck as well.
I heard Echo for some reason. I don't know.
It was Echo.
Yep.
Okay, so he said it like rather quickly, like next to Echo.
I think that was the point of him saying it really quick, so we maybe just overlook what he says.
83, 310, take away 66.
Something tells me the thing that's going to happen for Echo, the town, I mean, is going to have something to do with those lizard eggs the alchemist is wanting to get.
Probably.
If it is, she's a dead woman.
You can't blame it on us.
She probably will because, we didn't accept the job.
Well, if it's about actually bringing the eggs here and incurring, I don't know, half of something really big and deadly, that's her fault.
Taking away 66,000 from our group total, from the cart. I just took it from the cart because,
Screw that.
Fucking. I am not doing well. I apologize.
You're fine, man. If you want, I can, if there's any more math, I can do it for you instead. I have my calculator at the ready. I'm at least fast.
So, the final group total of the 31st of the 1st, 2022 is Control V, change this one to 94345. There we go.
Take all the money from the cart. We must mug the cart.
I forgot to do the Electrum. Is Electrum the same in your world as it is in the book?
Yep.
James? So 2 coins equal 1 gold.
Yep.
So that's 75 extra gold on top of what was before, which would have made it 120. Would have made it 571,246. Right. Now that we're out of debt, let's start talking about group funds, shall we?
Yeah.
So, start off with let's forget about the platinum. Let's let everyone have what platinum they have. Silver as well, copper as well, and electrum as well. We'll only count the gold at the moment to make it a little faster. So let's say we've all pulled our gold together of the 94,345, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Let's start off with trying to divvy that up. Divide by 5. What do we get? So 94345 divided by 5. We're looking at having about 18,869 gold per person, along with having 18,869 on the cart.
You know what really sucks is Proof can't even carry that much because he doesn't have a bag of holding. Both him and Hades don't have one.
No, Hades got one.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
he got one, but now he sort of sits to the cart.
So you could probably, borrow that while he's not
I'll DM him to see if that's okay. But otherwise, for this session, Prohoof's not going to mess with it.
So, how much can you carry on your person?
Okay, so how much would that much go away?
A lot.
I know James.
50 gold is 1 pound.
50 gold is 1 pound.
Divided by 50, that would be 377 pounds. The standard backpack in D&D, so say if what I've read up, can hold up to 1,500 gold. So,
Proof actually, well,
Really?
Proof can carry a little more than that.
sorry, what was that, James?
I was like, he's surprised that the number
That sounds
you
like
just
too
said.
little. Oh, 30 or 30 pounds.
Yep. Remember, it's only meant to carry a few essentials. It's not meant to carry the world on your back.
My
It's
school
when you
backpack
get
could carry
the
more.
knapsack. Yeah, but that's because this is
I know.
this is not this is fucking what is it called, modern day, and things are a lot more advanced. If you want
Yeah.
something better, you go for Harold's handy knapsack or bag of holding, stuff like that.
Which would be cheaper, the Herald's handy knapsack or a bag of holding?
Bag of holding, but Harold's handy knapsack, I'm not sure if that exists in James's world or if it has the same qualities as the bag of holding does, because the bag of holding can go up to tier 5 in his world.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
let's see. Yeah, Prohoof can't even.
So
He
let's
can't.
just say we leave that much in the carton piles for you and Hades. But
Well, I mean,
We could stick, like, if you just tell Hades that like Prohoof is carrying around his bag of holding, and he's got like you've managed to like split your share and his share, so they're not like, as long as you got like both of your shares written down separately, so you're not going to get mistaken. You could do that.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are going with the fifth idea.
Yeah.
So,
How much gold is that?
Because then a fifth will be for party funds, I'm assuming. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Each member.
James, do you know what type of bag of holding Hades has?
I believe he got a tier 4.
You know what? I can see that because I remember he had a ton of money and then spent a good chunk of it.
Right. So, remember that is 18869.
18869. Okay, so that's our share.
Yep, that is a share. The one that I just posted below shall be group fund.
$18869.
Yep.
18869. 18869. Alright. James, you'll be relieved that we are done.
Oh, good.
Can't wait for Echo to turn around tomorrow and get robbed, because apparently something's happening to him.
That'd really suck.
I think James meant what's happening to Echo as in the town.
Oh.
I think if he meant the town, he might have said the town. I mean,
know. Echo.
Either way. Yeah, I know, but either way, it's not... I don't think it's going to be a good thing that's happening.
Regardless, when James is involved and he's the DM, whenever he says something like that and says such a shame, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Waiting for James to say, hey. It's true, but hey.
I pick my battles.
That is a good answer. Anyway. Now that we're out of debt, I shake the cleric's hand and thank him for keeping me alive. I can't believe most people who want a magic item or will have to have this as a life-giving thing. It just costs so much. It's just like, wow. Free healthcare needs to be a thing, please. Thank you.
Might scare the Americans off.
Hey, for the record, I really wish the United States had free healthcare.
Sure,
I know it does have a type of free healthcare.
Not to my knowledge, at least. Like,
I'm pretty sure all Americans wish there was free healthcare.
Oh yeah, the amount that you gotta pay both in insurance.
What ever happened to Obamacare?
Oh, Trump happened.
From what I heard, it flopped a little bit.
It also doesn't help that the state I lived in just refused to use it. Like, you basically couldn't use it in my state at all.
It's a bit stupid.
Yeah, well, guess that explains why there's so many health problems I have.
Oh god, don't even talk about health problems. So one of the players in a game that I play in, he's currently living in Texas. And he moved from, I don't remember, but the point is he's of Asian descent, and every time we have a D&D game, he's like, oh, I'm starting to cough up blood again, and I'm sitting there just like, go to hospital, please!
Literally in the United States, for a lot of people, it's either choose to live in your car and get medical treatment, or not get medical treatment and die in your house. And I know that sounds twisted, but there have actually been people who've had to do it.
What a world we live in.
I believe that wholeheartedly.
To be honest, while the United States is the country I was born in, I wouldn't turn down the chance to move away. You know,
frankly, I do not. I do not blame you at all.
Canada, honestly, would be my first choice. I actually have found.
Your drugs are cheaper than ours.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Well, it's time to go to the mountain again.
Do you want to pay off that amount?
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Alright.
Paid off the amount, then fixed up the golds, set up the golds so that now there's a group fund, and...
Did you pay it fully, or...?
Yeah, paid it in platinum and in gold, so... Yeah.
Okay, good. They're a little shocked. They take the money and then they go away with it.
They start laughing at me because they weren't serious.
Echo just like looks at Arthix. I can understand. I myself was shocked at how much money we had as well. I have to remember to actually look at my bag properly sometimes, and not just throw money in there and forget about it.
We all have to take stock sometimes. Anyway, that's enough about that. We have a mountain to... Well, we have a mountain fortress to have a look at.
Oh, right. Well, at least Pro will be able to see where the people him and Hades technically replaced died. He's met them, at least.
I have a meta PTSD attack.
So knowing our luck, there's probably not going to be anything there.
I would not blame you if you were having a real PTSD attack for some weird reason.
So, as you guys exit the church, Echo, you see the barkeep.
Hi.
Hey. So you remember how I always let you play your instrument in my bar?
Yeah?
Yeah. I was wondering if I could call in a favor.
I mean, what's the favor, I guess?
I could use some money.
How much and what for?
I'm looking to make some warehouses.
Right, and yeah. Just real quick, why are you asking me for money? I am curious about that.
You're an adventurer, aren't you?
I don't know whether I'd be very... I don't...
And I've never seen you eat or drink anything, so... I sort of just figured it would kind of build up on you.
Eka says in like Zarthix's mind, well, he's not wrong. He's not technically wrong.
So how much do you need?
Yeah. How much are we talking for this be counted as like an investment into letting you make...
It's a favor.
Yeah, it's a favor, not an investment. Yeah, how much are we talking for this favor?
85,000.
Gold?
Yeah.
85. Okay.
Well, let's see. Your platinum would be close to doing that if we just pulled our platinum together, be able to. Probably need to pry a little more into this. And what are these warehouses for?
Storing stuff?
Anything specialized needed for them? Cooling warehouse and stuff like that?
Not really. At least not at this stage.
Right, And where would you be setting these up?
Some land I purchased.
Oh,
just to the north of the town.
Oh. I have 6,400 platinum, which turned into gold is 64,000 gold, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
but if you've seen how much we have all up, if I just gave you a little bit more from my personal bit of what do you need left?
2,100 platinum.
2,100 platinum?
Because you wanted 85,000 gold, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. 2,100 platinum will make 8,500 platinum, which is 85,000 gold.
Oh.
More bass. I don't know why I'm calling it bass.
Yeah, whenever you say bass, all I can think about is Tech-Tech's robot dinosaur.
No, I know why I'm calling it bass, because stepdad has been talking about having to do that.
Alright. So...
Arthix, are you willing to loan me like 2,100 platinum?
Of course, but I just want to know if there's going to be any benefits for you, as you have been playing in that tavern for a bit.
I mean, he lets me play. Honestly, I'd be happy to continue just being able to play in the Well, what benefits is he really going to give me? I don't eat.
I turn to him. I turn to the innkeeper.
Yes.
If Echo were to wind up somehow without a roof over his head, would he be able to stay in your inn for free for this?
Of course.
As he is, as I gesture to him, he is kind of just an animatronic music box. I think that's what you call it, a music box. That's from your world, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Me sitting there, knowing full well it's called a radio. Echo, yes, it is called a music box. That is it now.
I mean,
I was thinking you were talking about a jukebox.
I legit thought you were just straight up talking about a music box, because that's what they are. They're just animatronic music boxes.
So, I will hand you the money.
And do you have something to hold, 8,500 platinum?
Yeah, he's got a little pouch.
Okay, well, I give him the 8,500 platinum.
It goes into his bag of holding.
Cool. Jukebox hero. God damn it, it's stuck in my head now.
Oh, but hopefully you're, whatever it is you're going to be doing with those warehouses turns out all right, and doesn't
that's a
come
great
to
help.
bite. And hopefully it doesn't come back to bite anyone in the ass.
If it does, you can always call us to try and resolve it. We'll give it a crack.
Thanks. And he heads off.
I look at Echo. Strange fellow.
Honestly, didn't think that was going to work. Good to know.
Strange fellow.
Yeah.
Though, Echo, try not to make it a habit of giving out to people.
Honestly,
he only did that because he's the innkeeper here, and it is better to make a friend with the innkeeper than to
have an enemy. Yeah.
Yes.
Trust me. In the old world, there's plenty of stories of people telling the barkeep, all manner of stories, secrets. It's always good to be on the good side of someone like that.
Indeed. Now, let's go find Prohoof and get ready to go up to go see if there's anything left in that fortress. If there isn't, we can always see if we can refurbish it, turn it into a base of operations, or even a bunker. I have a feeling that this town isn't out of the water, or isn't out of hot water.
More than likely.
I'm going to want to make sure that I have a way to help people here so that they can trust me. And trust you.
To be fair, I think the people here like me mostly because they reckon I killed. Because they think I. Echo's saying this part with like the mental like. I'm pretty sure the people here only like me so much because they believe I was the one. I at least took part in killing, Merlin and Ezra.
Fair point.
And I mean, technically, I did. But that's the past. And only certain things of the past need to be think about, such as problems that are going to come and bite us in the ass.
Right, let's go find Proof. Proof, where you gonna be at?
If there's nothing for him to like work on or anything he'd
Well, Echo would just say last I saw him, like me and him was standing by the Catman at the cart. So he'd suggest looking there first anyway.
No, I don't.
I mean, it really depends on how long the Echo has been gone. Like in-game.
I have no idea how long all that interaction took.
10 minutes, thereabout.
Yeah, so that entire... So everything that just happened took like 20 minutes. And now it's been an hour and 20 minutes.
Prohoof probably would have gone off and gotten Catman's basically a decent meal.
Yep, so you would have gotten on the sending stone, because I'm pretty sure you still have yours.
Yes. Well, it's mainly he probably would have just walked away from the cart, gotten, like...
some food and then come back.
Yeah, pretty much, bring it back to
Sitting there with a cup of worms, just enjoying some worms. It was like, you're really embracing this bird thing, aren't you?
Honestly, Prohoof would just kind of be chilling next to the car, as I'm assuming Hades is just eating the food he bought. Like the actual decent meal, other than just rash. Actually, I think Prohoof still... Yeah, he would actually probably still have some meat that he...
Alright, Prohoof, here's the deal.
Oh, Sarthex, you're awake.
Yes.
Good to see you're finally awake. I was starting to worry. Kind of surprised you're able to walk. Most people who are bedridden that long usually take about that long or even longer to be able to move around.
That's interesting. Usually people who don't move for 9 weeks are usually dead, in my opinion, but, miracles were happening everywhere.
I mean, it helps that you didn't need to eat or drink during that time, thanks to the stone.
Magic's one hell of a thing.
So, here's the deal. There's a small dwarven ruin, was it?
Yeah, okay. It was an old dwarven fortress.
Dwarven fortress.
You have piqued Prohoof's bird interest.
To the north, to the south of here, towards the mountain, as I point to the mountain that is probably screaming up into the sky.
Ooh, an old fortress, you said?
It is literally the same mountain that the alchemist was talking about too, I believe.
We'll be going around the base of it to get a few things done.
Echo, wasn't that the mountain the alchemist was wanting us to go up to?
Yep, I have informed Zarthix as to that conversation.
Which we will not be paying any mind to.
Fair enough. I can't really argue with that.
Oh, right. I believe she half threatened to blackmail Atlas into blackmailing us. But then I said something about in the old world people trying to use something that he came up with to try and fail to disprove God. And then she walked away.
I'm not sure how she could blackmail me. But if she,
I meant to say Atlas.
Yes, I don't know how she would.
Us. Yeah. Well,
I don't know
money.
how. Money? Not sure how. I'm the reason why there was a large economy boost. I look at you, and technically that green coin is the reason why we had a deficit.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, we need to put that into a slingshot or something so that way.
Well, we no longer have it.
Really?
Yeah, we only have the purple coin now.
It melted her hand off with it as well. It turned into a weird gooey liquid stuff.
Oh,
you were there for that session.
Meta, I had no idea that's what happened. I just thought the coin disintegrated. Well, not disintegrated, melted her hand. I didn't realize the coin was actually gone. No one ever said that.
I mean, I'm assuming it's gone as well.
Anyway,
I didn't see it.
If there is anything up in that mountain, we might be able to pull in some favors and be able to pay off some of Atlas's debt, bringing him on our side more. If not, then we have a place that we can turn into a somewhat bunker location. I'm not sure if Echo's Refuge is going to be out of hot water, but if we can secure that place, remove that door and replace it with a different one, maybe, we would be able to hopefully set up a way to have the civilians move there. As I'm pretty sure an entire mountain is going to be a lot less flimsy and a lot less costly than the barrier that is currently still up. It'd be going down soon, wouldn't it?
No, the barrier Atlas, when Echo woke up, Atlas came and talked to him and took the town out of lockdown. I forgot to mention, sorry.
I think he's talking about Lorenz's barrier, not Lorenz, Justice's barrier. That doesn't go down for another couple years.
Looks like that place is still a dead zone then. Because we can't enter.
But we don't know if we can or not. We just haven't gone check.
I know, I'm just making a joke.
Yeah, and Echo and Zarthix are just sort of writing that place off as gone because Drow attacked.
You know what's funny is I don't think either of you have mentioned it to Prahoof.
Nope.
He is going to ask eventually.
Yeah, so guys, when are we going back to Lawrence? Oh right, not Lawrence. So guys, when are we going back to Justice? Oh right, that place, Justice.
Actually, Prahoof will probably ask now because it's been so long.
I was always under the assumption that Prahoof just assumed the party took their stuff and left.
No, Prahoof honestly just kind of got distracted by a lot of things, and he just, more recently remembered, oh yeah, we gotta return that money to Justice.
Yeah,
actually,
Echo and Zarthix have tried to make it look like we do try to, repay stuff. And complete jobs, and that is a job.
So Prahoof is actually going to ask, oh, by the way, when will we be heading back to Justice? We do have a large amount of gold we need to give them.
We won't be returning there. There's currently a drow assault, or a long ongoing drow assault.
What are drow?
From my limited understanding, they're misrepresented people, but are not misrepresented people. There are both those who follow more by lawful means and those who just attack because others are weak and they're strong.
They're effectively like elves from the Underdark. And at the moment,
hell is the Underdark?
The Underdark is a place that we are not going. If you ever find any bit of information about that, that'll be If it ever seems like we might be going there, tell us, and we will not. There are a few places.
Well, what I'm basically hearing
there are a few
is...
places that we do not want to go.
So basically what I'm hearing, and while this isn't totally accurate, basically a bunch of elves who feel like they're strong and they're weak are attacking them and killing them.
So the drow seem to be as widely varied as the humans, or as mortals and celestials. Some celestials and mortals want to just exist on their own terms. Others want to conquer.
Then you have the ones that say attacked here.
So, with that, today we're having one last day of rest. Tomorrow, I expect you ready bright and early. I know Echo's going to be up bright and early. Then we'll be heading off.
Also, just on the whole drow thing, I don't know whether we should refer to them as elves. I don't know if there's any sort of bad blood with people calling them that.
Let's just call them drows, since
because that's
what they're mostly known as.
I believe so, yes.
Alright, let's just go with that. Not gonna lie, kind of feel bad for that place. They did help us when we got there.
Well, now we have some drow friends who seem to not be too happy with what's going on there.
Oh, well, that's good.
Oh, by the way, we're in an alliance with the House of Black, so don't attack them.
Meta, would Proof have actually seen any members of House of Black while around town?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have their insignia or anything I can
Would I have an insignia of them, or would it only be of memory?
You would have to do it from memory.
I mean, I will at least
I can remember.
Make a history check.
A grey circle. Hang on, I'm trying to remember. It was a grey circle with a couple other circles. It was a grey circle encompassing a purple circle that had wing-like structures on each side, with a blue circle above that was encircling the top half, and 3 smaller circles connected by a line.
I will say, I will keep an eye out for that.
Of course, I also have heard that they tend to hopefully put some of those up around here. Oh, and that Atlas met one of them.
It actually got, proper rest.
Yes. That's what happens when you actually trust competent people. As I gesture around as if I'm saying that about
Us?
There's not many competent people.
Okay.
Or there are competent people. It's just like there's a few competent people, but not many. Alright. So
No, we cannot hear you.
What about now?
There we go. Yep.
So basically, Prohoof said, I will keep an eye out for that, though, to be honest, I wouldn't really fight anyone unless they attacked me first. So I don't think there's really going to be an issue with me just flat out attacking them. You guys still there? Okay, there you are. For a second there, I thought I got disconnected.
No, I'm just trying to remember whether Merlin has said that before.
I don't think he had. I don't think he did.
Okay.
Not to my knowledge.
I don't think he did either.
I mean, to be fair, a hammer was thrown at him. But moving on,
Let us not
we're not
start
going to
this
dwell on
again.
it. We're not going to dwell on it. We're just going to move on. I had to make that joke.
It's alright.
Do.
So what are you doing? Resting?
Resting for one more night before we head off.
Alright.
Yep.
Anyone do anything they want to do before then?
Prahoof would just pretty much continue doing his thing. Like he was normally doing, like, basically just doing work around the town. Community service, I guess, is the best way to call it.
All Celestials are required to do community service in Echo's Refuge for at least 4 hours a day. That'd be an interesting law.
It would be, considered, given like this, what had happened for a teacher that's going to be coming in like 5, maybe more years.
I will say Prahoof would probably much more prefer to volunteer at the school. He doesn't really know if he'd be welcome there, so he's just going to do the manual labor stuff.
Well, I don't know whether the school's got like actual classes starting or not.
There are a few actual classes going.
Oh,
Okay.
Cool.
Size is small though.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think parents or people would be happy with Celestial having a hand in the whole educational stuff. At least not right now.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
What's the matter? You got no respect. It's not so bad.
Prahoof pretty much at this point in time just wants to show that not all Celestials are bad, and he will basically try and not cause...
Doesn't that sound like Nathan?
Pretty much, I have to say. For some reason, me and the person who plays Nathan, we always end up making very similar characters. I think I'm just a little more chaotic at times, though, than him.
Yes. Looks to the side. Chaotic.
Alright. So it'll be the next day.
Prahoof is actually one of my most... Prahoof's actually one of my most tamed characters so far. The only other one is cleric.
Prahoof would hate Forex, I reckon.
In a sense, yes. Mainly because he kills people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he'd be fascinated because, oh my god, giant lizard man.
Yeah, like you're not interested in the fact that there's a robot, but a giant lizard.
He doesn't know what you are. He's confused by you.
That is fair, given that the robot himself is confused by himself quite often as well.
He honestly just thinks that it's some kind of weird magical thing again when it comes to you.
That is fair.
Alright. So it's next morning. What are you doing?
I expect everyone up early.
Yeah, Prahoof will just head out to the cart.
Then I say we start heading for that location. Echo as the probably the morning robot you are.
That is I don't know whether I'm a Morning bot or a night. I don't really feel the same thing as tiredness as you guys.
I would
I've
expect you to be able to take the first part of the route.
Yeah, sure. Just gotta remember.
Should leave that there so I don't get confused. I've also noticed that I'm not allowed to see Atlas's character anymore.
Oh.
Which truly means I am no longer Atlas is no longer my character. He has moved on to bigger and better things. By bigger and better, I mean absolutely distraught and degrading things.
I do genuinely feel bad for Atlas, in a sense.
Atlas is doing what he can.
By the way, James, just meta out of curiosity, what is Atlas's current alignment?
Lawful neutral.
You know what? I actually was guessing either that or neutral. I can absolutely see that.
Alright. So, do you all meet up?
Yep.
Prohu?
Yeah, Prohoof would have pretty much immediately headed out to the car after, again, another meal for Hades. Because he does feel bad for him having to eat so many rations over that time. Naturally, he'd get him fish.
So, you all meet up. What would you like to do?
Well, the question is, like, does Prohoof and Hades actually have enough food for them to be able to go to the mountain and back?
Prohoof has plenty of food. And actually, Hades should have the same amount as me.
Not it. So we head off towards the mountain.
Yep.
Apologies, it's hitting hard again, so I'm not feeling too good. I think I have told you what is going on, James, but
Yep.
just give you a reiteration.
If you need to, man, you could, like, step away for a minute.
Oh, if I step away, I'll probably pass out. And that means that that whole have made a decision and passed out, and then people are just going to sit there and be like, do we do that now or later? Looking at you, Joey.
I'm already thinking that.
I'm not gonna lie, that comment just made me worry for you more.
Look, I was in sweat patches last night. I coughed up some crimson. Things happen.
But
you know what? If I ever get a wish, I'm wishing for you to be healthier.
For me to be healthier, that doesn't define how healthy I'll be, though.
Well, I'm probably going to be more specific, but you get my point.
Just don't say as healthy as a horse, because horses aren't very healthy.
And I don't exactly want to have legs that can let me sprint, but as soon as I try and jump, they're gonna fucking snap.
Yeah.
Because I already have osteoporosis, so I don't need horse legs on top of that. God, would I become a centaur if I was healthy as a horse?
So, it's 3 days to the mountain.
Yeah, Echo was going to ask quickly before Arthas quickly. Do you think it would be prudent to leave a message to Atlas informing him that we're gone, or should we just go?
We're not contracted by Atlas.
Yeah, we don't really. Yeah. Well,
if he needs us, then we would have to give a sending stone to him.
Prahoof could give him his sending stone.
But he's also very busy, so
honestly, I assume Prahoof would have, if he was like helping anyone in particular, like the woodcutter, he would tell them that he'd be gone for a little bit.
Alright.
Because pretty much the woodcutter has been the only one really named that Prahoof has been helping.
Yeah. It's been mainly him.
Yeah.
flying this way and that.
Having someone that can fly things across the town is helpful.
It really is. So after the 3 days, you arrive at the base of the mountain.
Could Prahoof have done some hunting during that time? Because I know, like, if we're a day out from the town, then that's when wild animals show up.
Only really during the night you would have been able to.
You know what? That probably that makes sense.
Now the most important part is we're also watching out for any time that there might be an undead horde. If there is, we'll have to ditch the cart and go up into the thing. Also, question.
Yes.
For Prahoof.
Yes. Meta or in character? Yeah, we still have a horse.
That's going to be a problem if we do encounter a horde, because then you're going to have to be the carrier. The cart mover.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Are you okay with hearing a horse die from zombies beating the crap out of it?
I mean,
because that's what happened to the last horses we had when we went into the
into that tower.
I mean, well, actually, let's see. I think Echo can drive the car. Prahoof would actually be able to just, like, snipe at the undead and get rid of enough of them until we could actually get away.
It's more the fact that we'd kind of have to leave the cart towards the bottom of it, because I don't think we can bring it up the mountain to where the fortress is.
You know what? That's actually a really good point.
Yeah. There was a pathway to that's what. I know that.
It's just whether we can take the cart up that pathway or not.
Yeah. So we head to the the southeast face, I think it was.
Right. Are you heading to the fortress from before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Which would still be marked on our map, I'd imagine. Oh wait, no. We don't have any of that.
We lost that. We lost that map too.
It got shredded.
We'll attempt to go there. I'm gonna find it funny if we go in there and we just see the adamantine wires are still spinning, and there is a level 5 bag of holding just sort of spinning around on the wires, and just like, who's gonna grab it?
You know, knowing James, I think that could be the case.
That is the wrong map.
Oh no, not the wrong map. What the hell is going on here? Oh, bless you. I literally heard the sneeze and it didn't register until just like a few seconds later, sorry.
Here it is.
Is the door would open is the question.
The door appears open, and there appears to be an unmovable rod holding it open.
Echo would look to Zarthix. Did we do that?
Huh.
He might have passed out. Oh no. Oh no.
She might have.
Oh no.
Sarthax, no.
Don't leave Pro-Hoof with me.
And that's the story of how Pro-Hoof died.
That's what I'm worried about.
The dead bodies that were on the ground from before appear to have been looted.
Hello?
Oh, I'm still here.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah? Hello?
I have returned.
Welcome back.
We didn't know you left. I didn't know you left.
Where's Pro-Hoof gone?
He started saying hello, like really cut out, and then I'm assuming he got disconnected. Yeah. Apparently he sent a message asking if we could hear him at 8 o'clock, and it only just appeared for me when I got to 20 past.
Hello?
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 Okay,
Hello?
something crazy just happened. My computer is still lagging out. It's actually still not even doing some stuff for me.
Do we want to pause here then until you figure out what's going on?
Do you think it could be the whole dynamic lighting thing of this place?
It just, I don't know. Discord's lagging out. Discord's absolutely lagging out.
Okay, it's Discord.
So do we want to have a quick break so you can figure out what's going on, dude? While we do a reset?
Everything seems to be okay. Yeah, it seems to be okay now. Just for some reason, my computer decided, oh, hello, Discord. Shut down.
Oh. Yeah. Not fun.
Alright. So when
the
you
door.
arrive at the door, well, the entrance, you can see that the door is being held open by what looks to be an immovable rod, because it's just floating in midair with the door leaning on it.
Perception checks.
We didn't do that last time, as I recall. We had Ezra hand open the door, and you froze it in place long enough for us to get in.
My passive 15 perception. Do I see anyone hiding at that moment? On
passive
the outside.
19.
Passive 16. I have higher than Sarthex, lower than Echoes. I am the middle ground.
I have the middle ground.
I assure you, Prohus, that is not because my wisdom is better than yours. It is solely because I took proficiency, then expertise, and perception.
Yeah,
I don't remember what reasons.
I had a feeling. I was thinking again, skill expert next chance I could. Just to get expertise and perception, and then like a few more skills, because I think I could pick a few more skills with that ability.
But it still looks dark as all heck in there, doesn't it? Like, it looks as dark as Echo remembers. Inside the door, or through the door. He's not going to walk under it just yet.
Alright, so either someone came here or is still here, and Prohoof is whispering to both of them. So, what should we, what's the call here?
Oh, there is a chance that it was the shadow fuck that managed to put that there, because I did find I actually still have his immovable rod. He might have had more.
Alright. Do you want me to stay here by the door and guard it?
Sarthix?
Oh no, he's passed out again.
No, I'm awake.
Cool.
Or am I? I could just be talking in my sleep.
This is the most coherent variant of that I've ever heard.
I know, right? No. Hence, it could be someone, but also maybe there isn't.
Whatever the case, to see in there, I will be using my dagger.
Right. Probably use the dagger now.
Alright, well, Echo just grabs his dagger in one of his hands and lights it up.
Alright. This is what you can see with it. In the first room, you can see that the bodies have been looted, their armor is gone. There's just skeleton and bones in piles.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, he hasn't. There we go.
That's odd. For everyone but Prohuth, vision was off by default. Weird.
Oh, really? Was I the only one that could actually see things on the map?
A lot of the doors appear to be open.
Do we have like a magic? Well, I don't really want to use. Actually, I think Echo still has that hand axe. He does. Shall we get?
I don't have my 30-foot dark vision.
Hello?
No, they updated all the settings for it.
Hello?
What's up? I think we might have to postpone the session or something.
Yeah, his computer really doesn't want to work for him.
Yeah, so I think part of the issue is the dynamic lighting, because after I switched from it, my computer just basically Discord lagged out on me again, and then when it started working, I couldn't hear anything from you guys. And I don't think you could hear me. At least I don't think.
No. I mean, we heard you say hello like twice.
So the door is open here, yeah?
Yep.
Just remember, someone might have strung up those wires again.
Yeah, which is in the other room, yeah?
It was in all of them. They were in all the doorways.
Oh.
Well, most of the doorways.
Well then, Echo, please, as you have the higher perception, I'd like you to have a look.
I mean, Echo just grabs like the hand axe that he took from the dungeon and just lightly puts it through where where the wires would have been.
By the way, just to let you guys know, if you hear me just say hello like a few times, that's because Discord lagged out on me and I'm trying to see if I'm still connected to you guys.
Yeah, I think the problem last time is that you weren't able to hear us because we replied to your hellos.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear anything from you guys.
Yeah.
There appears to be nothing there when you swing the sword.
Hand axe.
Hand axe, my mistake.
Yeah. Oh. The hand axe didn't get destroyed. And it didn't look, well, yeah, it wouldn't have looked, if there appeared to be nothing there, then... Well... Yeah, well, with the hand axe, then Echo's gonna walk through first, just in case, so... Nothing happens?
Nothing of note.
Okay.
Right.
There shouldn't be anything there. Now, did you check this entire place properly, or because you went to you actually got to the treasure room last time, Zarthix?
Yes, if I remember the treasure room. Now, I haven't looked at the map. I'm staying at Zarthix. I believe it is through the right door, down the hall through the next door. Then it is the right door. And then after that, turning right down the hallway, be some pillars, and then from there I'll have to remember after that. Some pillars. Oh yes, the pillar room. I'm totally not watching the stream from yonks ago just to watch my movements. We need to go straight across, not left or right. Go straight across, and then from there we go through four sets of doors, and then we turn left, and we will be at what might be the treasure hoard.
Alright.
Would you prefer for me to stay at the door and make sure it doesn't end up closing?
Well,
don't get yourself killed if you're going to do so.
Unless someone unless someone comes and presses the switch on that immovable rod, I don't think it is going to drop.
We should be fine. Plus, I've opened that door once before. And that was before I had enlarge.
Alright, so heading to the right. Heading this way first. He'll do the same thing with his trying to determine zoom in to see what way I could.
Man, there are so many memories of me being in this circular room, getting my having other people's asses handed to them.
Yeah. Such
oh God.
Such
I just realized I got brought back to life. There could be a body of mine in here.
Your body was teleported. Along with echoes.
Oh, alright.
Okay, so from this point, I don't know what Sarthex said because Echo was talking. Did he just tell Prahoof to guard the door or whatever?
I told you if you are going to, don't get yourself killed.
I will say... Huh?
No, I said he also followed up, but we should be fine. So, I guess it's up to you, dude.
Okay. So, from this point on, I'm going to try and limit how much I actually talk.
Echo has bad memories of us splitting up in this place.
I'm going to try and avoid switching between Roll20 and Discord because that seems to be where the problems are coming in.
Yeah.
It means I won't be able to talk, so I'm going to limit it as much as possible.
Yeah. Echo might actually bring up the fact that last time we split up here, we died. I'm not sure how I feel about us splitting up.
I'll go ahead and stay with you then. James,
you're actually about as right now. You're just a touch stronger than I was when we first came here.
Doesn't fill me with much confidence that there's still something deadly here.
We do not know. I'm gonna be away from my laptop for a bit.
No.
I've still got my iPad, but yeah.
Hey, James.
Yes?
How tall does the ceiling seem?
If I'm not mistaken, it's 15 feet.
Okay, is it the same for the doorways, or are they lower to the ground?
The doorways are 10 feet tall.
Okay. Prahoof is going to be flying a little bit above the ground. Not probably about a foot off the ground.
So you're hovering?
And yeah, Prahoof's basically hovering.
Yeah, I think I meta-wise know why you're doing it. It's because if you didn't, you'd only be moving 25 feet.
Actually, I'd be moving 30 feet because I got Depth Explorer. So I have 30 feet movement now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it also
You would
gave
actually
me
be able to keep up with us properly.
I'm actually mainly doing it because I do not want to fall into a pit trap.
Alright. So you get to about there. Doorways open.
If it's the doorway that Echo is at, he would like do the axe through the door, check the wires.
You'd get caught on some adamantine wire.
Which actually means like a bit of the axe head chips off, like slides off of the axe. I think you
Magical or
said
non-magical?
it is not magical.
You pretty much get dice.
Yeah. Like he's trying to make the axe last as long as it can, so he's using it like in increments if it comes off.
Alright, about
So like
2-3% of it's gone.
yeah. Right, adamantine wire here. I
Black Razor says, we've got this.
I was about to say, I go over with Black Razor and I cut into the wire.
I'm not even going to make you roll. Black Razor carves that shit in two.
Alright. Follow me, gentlemen.
Yeah, I was like, do you just want to take the lead and yeah,
I will alert you before we walk through any wire.
I'm at the
There's none
next
there.
door. Alright.
None there.
I remember this room. There was a bunch of statues.
Come on. I actually have to move my character because I can't fit through that doorway with arrows.
10, 15, 20.
Do I see anything at the moment?
The doorway appears to be shut in front of you.
I believe that's the way into the treasure room. The door is currently closed. I will go up to it and try and
It appears to be
push on it
unlocked.
with Black Ray. Oh, okay. I open it then.
Yep, and you can see the door get shredded by the wire.
Well, I cut through the wire.
Yep, Black Razor cuts it in two.
What about this doorway?
It just appears to be open, and Black Razor doesn't alert you that there's any wire.
I will gently feel out for any razor wire. Just in case there is some other type of wire here.
Doesn't appear to be.
Alright.
There's none here either.
Do I see those beds, or are those not actually here?
The bedrolls are there.
Oh.
Though they were also there last time.
Alright, this one?
It appears to be unlocked as well, but not open.
Alright. Push it open.
Yep, it opens. Nothing seems to happen.
Were these bedrolls here last time?
They, I believe, were. Do they look like they have suffered through time at all, or are they just sort of...
They appear to have been there for quite some time.
I shall take a step.
Nothing appears to be of note in here. There's the pillars, each made out of some sort of stone.
I go over to this door. Is this door closed?
It's open.
I sure, I'll take a step through, because Razor said that he'd alert me.
And you can see what looks to be outside dirt plastered everywhere. There's only about an inch of it, but that's still a notable amount.
Huh.
Well, this was the treasure room.
Are these little gold piles what's still treasure?
No, those are torches.
Okay, torches.
I'm gonna guess.
They're still burnt.
Oh.
No. It appears
where the pile was.
all that's here is dirt for some reason. I'll actually move to there to let Pro move through. We want to bother spending time to clean that, or do you just want to see what else might be in this place?
Would you allow Prahoof to like flap his wings and make a little bit of wind to maybe blow the dirt around a little? Would that be possible?
Also, I mean,
this is me asking James.
Okay.
You can make an athletics check.
Alright.
Also, how are these torches burning?
Good question. I look behind me as I see 12 more shadow people start running towards me. It's like, oh no, it wasn't just one.
For a while there, he had his belief that there was more than just one.
So I got a 16 on the athletics check.
There's not much that gets blown away.
You said it was like an inch thick of dirt, yeah?
Yeah.
That is the good chunk of like dirt for trying to just move like wind power.
Yeah, Prahoof mainly tested it just to see if like anything just would happen.
Fair enough.
So do we want to continue exploring, or do we want to do something with this dirt?
Well, I did say the secondary objective was to make sure that this was a suitable location for a bunker.
So, exploring?
Yes. If we had Hades not guarding the cart, we would
Hopefully
probably be able
attacked.
to. We'd be able to work in pairs of two. So the plan is. Sorry. The plan is.
I do want to go through all the doors to make sure there isn't any of that wire. Oh.
Yeah, well.
Hello?
Cool.
Sorry, was just checking something. So what were you doing?
The plan is to go through and check each room individual together.
Yeah. Looks like this place has been ransacked for the most part.
Yeah.
All the traps in it have been sprung.
Fine.
Really quick, could Prahoof do an investigation check to figure out why the dirt may be here?
Sure.
Alright.
If he gets... It's just like...
Ah, god dang it.
Do we
Decent modifier, low roll.
Yeah. Do we just like misconstrue that as proof is just playing in the dirt?
He's mainly just looking at it, trying to figure out how this all got here. He's not really making much sense of it.
Also, I agree, it's rather confusing that this much dirt got here.
Something tells me this is a hint to something.
Well, we're going to clear this place out. We're going to move all the bedrolls, fireplaces, yada yada. Move them out of here. Clean this place up a little bit. Leave it. Come back in a couple of weeks. If anything's happened to it, we know that other people use this place. Otherwise, if nothing has changed, we then designate it as a bunker and we start moving things in for ourselves. Change the door and turn it into our own arcane lock. How's that sound?
Speaking of the door, do we want to take the door jam out when we leave?
Sounds like a plan to me. As we hear in the echoing through the halls, sounds like someone already did it.
So did Prahoof see any dwarven writing? Or any kind of writing in here?
There doesn't appear to be anything.
One other thing I also would like to do, James, is if when I'm cutting the wires, I'd like to try and bundle them up into something that would be less resistant to cut, or just not easily cut because they're no longer tensioned wire. I'm going to guess now that it's not tensioned. It's not as easy to cut through things.
Yeah.
So I'd like to bunch up whatever I can into a bit of cloth, and I'll probably be taking that back to the blacksmith.
Alright. You had about 4 pounds of wire throughout the entire place.
Yo, 4 pounds, that is some gnarly amount of adamantine.
That is a lot. I think that's enough to actually maybe make a shield.
I am not sure how well my connection might last, because it is just decided to start pouring rain.
Do we want...
Connection up here is not good when it does that. It might last. It might. I just thought I should tell you guys.
So should we just, if you do start cutting out, put a rain check on this game and finish this off another time?
More up to you guys, I guess. Like, it came out of nowhere, so it might not have too much in it, because this place typically doesn't get very good rainfall. It's actually coming down rather hard, surprisingly.
So, James,
don't have anything open.
What I'm guessing is we've basically just kind of like time skip to exploring the entire place.
Yep. Takes a couple hours, well, about an hour to safely explore the entire place.
Probably a couple hours extra to get all the beds and get them out, all the stones.
Are you going through and cleaning up everything?
I would be cleaning up the bedrolls. And yeah.
Alright.
Because the bedrolls are like the only thing that seems to be somewhat not unnecessary.
And then do we just like come back to this dirt and begin pondering what are we going to do with this dirt?
No, we'll probably leave after we get we probably put all the bedrolls into the room with dirt. Actually,
do we want to? Okay, the power just went off in the shed for my caravan, and it's back on.
Ooh!
Wow!
Yeah.
Flash storms. You gotta love them. Are we
gonna do anything with all the dead bodies? Like all the skeletons?
Dead bodies will probably... We'll probably move them out and bury them.
Prohoof would agree with that idea.
Alrighty.
Give them a burial, as
Prohoof would actually ask you both if you'd allow him to prod the dirt with an arrow or two. Mainly because he just finds that so suspicious.
If you wish.
The dirt is definitely suspicious.
So Prohoof is going to shoot 2 wooden arrows into the dirt.
Okay,
Turns
roll
out
hit.
it was a mud golem.
Huh?
Roll hit.
Okay.
Rolls in that one, shoots Sarfix accidentally. Man, I'm really bad at shooting the ground.
Or Echo. Echo is easier to hit.
What's your AC?
Should be a 19, I think.
Same.
Yeah,
same.
19. Yeah,
Mostly same. If I use my shield, then it's, a little more, but...
Yeah.
Wait, still
I also assume... Well, actually, I don't know. Can Eldritch Knights get the actual... the spell shield?
Yes, we use the wizard spell list.
Yeah. So yeah, you also get that benefit whilst I haven't picked that up.
Sorry, my computer freaked out a little bit there.
Cool, dude. $18. And a natural 1.
Who called the nat 1? You know you never say that there's going to be a nat 1. You tempt fate.
You don't say that there'll be a nat 20, you don't say there'll be a nat 1.
Yeah.
Because it's always a nat 1 in the end.
Yeah.
Alright, James, I don't know what the 18 does, but, oh, dang it, what does the nat 1 do?
So what's he hitting with that nat 1? What or who is he hitting?
So,
or is it whom?
The arrow hits the floor.
Oh.
And then shatters.
The arrow shatters, or does the floor shatter?
Well, what would you say would happen when a wooden arrow hits adamantine tiling?
You know what? I think I know the answer to that now, in the wooden arrow.
Oh no, by some mystical force, it's totally the adamantine tiling.
See, this is where you hit the DM with, this isn't standard wood, this is elemental wood.
Is all the tiling in this entire fortress adamantine?
Just appears to be this room.
Huh, this is strange.
I guess that makes sense as to it being the treasure. That's a lot of adamantine someone put into this place.
Yep. I want to premise this that if this is a crypt or something, I'm only moving the bodies that aren't in coffins and stuff.
Yeah,
if those are there, I will most likely be going back to the Church of Nation being like, Head Priest, I need you. And they'd be like, why? I need you for an epic quest of 3 long days out to the mountain. What? Why? Because I need you to perform some clerical magic.
I mean, well, yeah, it's either going to be 3 days out to the mountain, or you teleport there, then teleport. Actually, no, consecutive teleports are not a good thing.
The last I checked, the Helm of Teleportation in James's world, the one that I have, can only teleport me once per day.
Yeah. I don't know whether it can only teleport you once per day, but yeah, it can definitely only teleport you, which is why Echo gets into his bag and gets you to hold on to wave whenever he has to teleport somewhere with you.
Yep.
Poor little wooden arrow got shattered to pieces.
That raises the question again as to why is there all this dirt?
Probably to disguise the adamantine floor so that no one else takes it.
But it doesn't cover the entire floor.
Does it not?
No, only covers part of it. It's almost
Maybe
like they gave up
someone-
partway through.
Maybe whoever was trying to dig this up was trying to get all the adamantine out.
Maybe.
Anyway, I think we have done our duty now that we've moved Now that we have moved the bedrolls and buried the bodies, so let's go home.
Alright.
So we make our way to the entrance once more. Should actually move my character. You want us to move our characters to the entrance, or?
Yep.
I'm curious. So this glowy box was just a normal box when we found it?
Which one?
I'm pinging it. It's like up and to the right a bit. Like
I don't think we ever went there.
Like we said that we went through like the entire place, making sure like all the wires are gone and packing up all the bedrolls and getting all the things.
But
So
I don't think we were there before. I think that's the first time we've been in that area.
Yeah, it was the first time we've been in there. So I'm just seeing like if
It's
the glowy
like
box.
a permanent flame, radiant flame.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, I now know where we could have gone to screw with Shadow if we ever thought about it.
Oh,
the whole map is gone.
Oh my god, the world is white.
Oh god. It's Suffix's perfect.
There we go. Okay. And are these weird looking things that are next to it, are they like containers, or are they
just podiums?
Okay.
Sorry, pedestals, I mean.
Okay.
That looks so much better without all of the bodies and whatnot.
Okay, that's what he did. He went and got rid of all the bodies and stuff.
Yeah. So once we get back to the front door, after we do one last round, is the thing still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Cool. Okay, let's go. I'll grab it.
Once we're outside.
Yeah.
Going to lie about meta-wise, not going to lie, but I'm tempted to see whether we could charge that crystal heart with that radiant flame. I know you're not big on. I know Zarthix isn't big on like fire and stuff.
Radiant flames are different to fire. One is an overload of the soul. The other one is just bad and stupid.
And hurts.
And hurts a lot. And exists to be a burden.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling if we were to put the crystal heart into the radiant flames, that would create a radiant dragon that we, or not dragon, wyvern that we have to fight.
Maybe.
I mean, XP at least.
So, as a real quick check as we've gotten out, Echo says, so, just to be absolutely certain, is your card pointing towards the top of this mountain?
I checked my card.
It does appear to be so.
It appears to be pointing up towards my master again.
Do we want to go up and ask him about it?
I would particularly not want to go to talk to him just yet.
No, actually, that's a good point, because I don't think...
I have grown in power since I last seen him, but I have not exactly done too much to advance my understanding of the tundra.
Fair enough, and bird person may very well freeze while we're there, and my joints might lock up. Maybe I should think about getting some anti-freeze.
That'd be an idea. Now, what is antifreeze?
Oh, you see, it's this interesting, strange liquid that the humans of the old world made to stop freezing. I think this is what antifreeze is. Actually, I should just... I'm assuming, it's just, a greenish... Pretty sure it's greenish. A greenish liquid that the humans of the old world made.
There's several different colors, but yeah.
Yeah. I know that the one I've seen is green, so... that they stuck in vehicles, those horseless carriages I believe I've told you about, called cars, and other things to stop things from icing over too much.
Interesting.
I wish I could have been alive to see some of those advancements in technology.
Couldn't you do the same thing with salt?
Maybe.
I'm guessing the liquid's probably more efficient. Yeah, it probably would work more for the vehicles.
Yeah. Antifreeze is an additive which lowers the freezing point of a water-based liquid. Is used to achieve freezing point depression of cold environments. Some antifreezes also allowed for increased not boiling. Yeah, I don't think I'd be quite so lucky to find the things necessary for that, and I don't recall what things I would need for it either. I would actually have to put more thought into that.
It might be better just to make a magic variant of that.
True. It more than likely would be not only quicker, but more versatile. Maybe make it a cantrip. No, if I wanted to be properly useful, make it maybe a first or second level spell. So then it, I guess, allows you to withstand or just colder climates. Then coin it and then make another. Use the same thing and call it anti-heat, and then people who hate the heat, such as Zarthix, can have that cost, and they'll be able to walk through deserts with little to no discomfort.
You know what? If we can make a magic item like that, we'd probably have no problems with money in the future. Selling something like that.
I'm not much of a crafter. He says, Echo says after putting together a body. Yes.
Quick 10-minute break for me. You guys can keep talking though in character.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna need a dip for. Well, I'm gonna be away for a bit.
All right, but who's just going to be trying to lay another egg? That's a joke.
I must say.
I remember when Prahoof was using like his defined gift, and he was just making those burn noises. Both you and Sarthex were like, "Is he trying to lay an egg?"
You want to try saying that again, buddy?
You and Echo.
No, yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I get names confused.
It's cool.
Honestly, I kind of just. Well, I'm not as tired as I normally am. Definitely much more well rested than normal. But I definitely know I'm probably going to take a nap after this session.
Indeed.
You, on the other hand, probably going to go into a coma.
Yeah.
Called it.
Another 9-week coma. Let's go.
9-week time skip. Yeah. What level is Sarthex currently?
12. He's currently 12.
Alright, I think Echo's level 11? No, I think he's more 10 actually. You know, I have to say, I'm kind of glad Prahoof has been able to catch up at least.
I am back.
Hey yo, you're back.
Oh. One thing I can say is, at least with Prahoof being level 8, we have less reason to leave him behind with things now.
Yeah, you don't have to basically baby him as much.
Yeah, we don't have to decide you have to stay behind for your own safety.
I will say, really do wish Prahoof's con was a bit higher. That would help with his HP so much. Other than that, I'm generally happy with him. Generally.
Question. What is Prahoof's con?
14.
Okay. So
And before
Prahoof...
you ask, the two highest stats I got was an 18 and then a 16. Put the 16 in wisdom and the 18 in debt.
Yeah, that's fair. I was just going to say, okay. So Prahoof and Echo have the same con.
Yep. The only thing that actually helps Prahoof is mainly the fact that he has higher hit dice.
Yeah, you get D8, D10s, I believe, as a ranger.
What's Echo's current HP, just for comparison?
78.
I have 85 HP.
Yeah.
I probably actually would have had higher if I actually start rolling for my hit points at an earlier point. Because I didn't start doing that until level 5.
Yeah, well, that was like a rule that I checked every time.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. If I had known it was a thing, I would have started rolling from the get-go.
I understand that, because that was effectively me when it came to the whole training your stats thing.
Yeah, I always just want the average.
If I had known that in the first year for Celestials they have a bonus, like they have a severely shortened time on how long it takes for them to train stats, Echo's intelligence and wisdom would be a lot better.
I was able to actually train up Pahoof quite a bit, because I am telling you, I think out of a lot of Celestials, he had some of the lowest stats. Or, a lot of new Celestials, I should say.
Yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, he barely got the minimum.
Yeah, and the next thing was your minimum was also lower because it was I believe it was your second Celestial.
Yep. Pahoof still has some work to be done, but I think I can get him to a much better point. Pretty much raising everything up to a 16 is what I want to try and do.
Oh, you can do that a lot easier than I can, at least.
Actually, the time period's gone for me.
No, you can still do that a lot easier than I can, because I just straight up cannot use my ability score improvements on my physical stats.
How come?
Because I'm a robot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like the biggest downside to being a construct.
Okay, I see.
Like, I can't improve my physical stats without paying money to get my body worked on by like an artificer or a blacksmith or both.
Yeah, that does suck. Currently,
what makes it worse for Hoof is that I am determined to not let Echo die, because then that's 20,000 platinum gone.
My next idea for training Pahoof's stats, and I definitely understand why you don't want Echo to die. I'm pretty much going to try and train up his charisma, because that's so far his lowest stat. Being currently a 12.
I mean, I guess. I'd like to be able to get we're just doing a bit of meta talk, because you were gone and I had to leave and come back.
Oh, wait a minute. Pahoof's constitution got high. Oh, that's right. Last ability score improvement, I increased his con.
Yep. So you can attune to 3 magic items.
Oh, wait a minute. I just realized I actually do need to change his HP.
You lucky man. Yes, you get to add an additional 1.
I thought, because I remember increasing Merlin's, and he told me that basically it's 1 plus every other level.
Yeah,
that you have.
Yeah, 1 per every level.
Yep. So okay, that's about 8 extra HP.
Yeah, because either getting the tough feat and increasing your con both work retroactively. They both work for how many levels you have been existing.
Talk to you there. Anyone know if he's AFK?
I don't know. I had to go do something.
He might have stepped away for a little bit. Well, I feel happier about Pahoof's HP now. Because 8 can make a difference.
Yeah, that's a whole hit die for Echo.
I actually now have 93 HP.
Good for you, friend.
I will say, I think it's only that high because I believe 2 times that I did roll my hit die, I got 2 maximums.
Yeah. But that also means that you can attune to 3 attunable items.
I think Whelm is the only magic item I'm attuned to.
Either way, you can attune to more magic items than Echo can. And he's got his attunable magic items already maxed out.
To be honest, I'm really trying to think of any magic items that could be good. The only one I can really think of is an oath bow.
You could always make one.
Yeah, you could always construct your own magic item.
You know, it's actually kind of funny. I was considering Prahoof going to work for the alchemist. Because I feel like that's something that'd be interesting to him. And while, yes, that would give him XP towards an artificer level, that... Actually, from what I heard from Vex, artificers are actually kind of bad in Celestia when it comes to just making magic items.
I believe that's because I think they use essence to make things.
Yeah, but Artificer is the one class that actually gets a reduction in it, and the higher level you are, the cheaper it gets.
Yeah.
And also, of course, there's making magic items as a part of the class feature, where you can duplicate magic items. You know, like give yourself a bag of holding.
Infusion.
Yeah. Yep. I couldn't remember what the name of them were, for the life of me. Initially, my plan for Prahoof was actually to try and multi-class him into a monk by progressively increasing wisdom and dex.
I mean, as a range, you want a decent wisdom and dex anyway, so...
Yeah. Which would make sense.
You already have, I believe the necessary things for multiclassing into a monk. It would just be finding someone to do that to train you as a monk.
Yeah. And the biggest issue currently is, I believe the AC that I would have with monk would be lower than what I currently have with the armor.
More than likely, because your unarmored defense would be 10, plus your dex, plus your wisdom.
Yeah, so that's 15 with just dex, so that's 18 AC. And I'm not able to wear a shield either.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably better just to stick with Ranger, and if I do multi-class, maybe something different.
The thing was, if you still went into it, you also wouldn't get any of the unarmored movement bonuses, because you would more than likely stick with your armor because it's higher.
Yeah. The only real benefit I would get is unarmed strikes, and even then I already have that being an aircraft. Hey,
he lives. Well, I don't know if he coughed or he sneezed just then, but he's gone back to being quiet.
Hey, Zarfix, you there?
My cat is laying down on my feet.
Your feet are gonna get warm.
She is happy.
Is it
Hey, Zach,
possibly?
you there?
Yeah.
He could have fallen asleep.
I'll give him like 3 more minutes.
Okay.
Hey James, it takes a month now for Prahoof to train up a stat, right? Because I know it's... Yep, okay. Just want to make sure. I will say, since we are probably going to take a short time skip into the future, I really don't know what Tox was planning fully.
And I'd rather just wait for him.
Yeah, I'd rather wait for him. Either way, I will say Prahoof will begin to train up his charisma stat.
Well, you have literally the best person to help you with training up your charisma. Looks at Echo with a, just a +7 in charisma.
I don't know, what do you think would be more prudent? The 12 charisma, 14 intelligence, or 14 strength?
Well, I don't know what strength or dex and what really charisma does. Like, depending on how high your stat is and stuff in James's world. I know that con determines how many magic items you can attune to. Intelligence...
Strength would actually determine my carrying capacity.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it does anything else besides that.
It could be something special with my flight as well.
Maybe. Intelligence determines how many trainable feats you can have. Like feats you just train for yourself from like someone else.
Ooh, you can actually do that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And you can have as many as your intelligence modifier. And wisdom determines how many spells you can how many concentration spells you can concentrate on, minimum of 1.
Bless you, Sofx. You there? Something could be going on with him. Yeah, I think something's going on with him. Honestly, I had no idea you could train feats from people. Now, what feats does Echo have?
Well, let me tell you.
Alright.
He has 2.
I think we can end it there then.
Cool.